Hello everyone, and welcome to MyniQ podcast. I'm your host, and I'll be sharing short English stories and conversations with you every day. Today's episode is the Transatlantic Telegraph. And the text level is to learn about words like can and must, and may talk about things that finished and things that are still happening, and compare things. Stick around till the end for 5 quick questions to test your understanding. Alright then, let's get listening.
The Transatlantic Telegraph. In the year 1858, a team of scientists and engineers embarked on an extraordinary journey to connect the world through a transatlantic telegraph cable. The idea was born out of the need for reliable means of communication between Europe and America, bridging the vast distance that separated the two continents. Led by Dr. Samuel Morse, the team worked tirelessly to design and construct the cable, which would stretch over 20 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. The project was met with skepticism by many, who believed it was an impossible feat. However, Morse remained undeterred, driven by his passion for innovation and progress. After months of grueling work, the team finally completed the cable on August 31st. But their joy was short-lived, as the initial cable failed after only a few days of operation due to poor insulation. Undaunted, Morse and his team worked around the clock to repair and improve the design. The new cable was laid on September 1st, and it withstood the test of time, paving the way for a new era in global communication. As news of the successful telegraph transmission spread, people from all walks of life were amazed by this technological marvel. The transatlantic telegraph had finally connected the world, opening up new possibilities for trade, diplomacy, and cultural exchange.
Now, let's move on to the conversation between Billy, Meg, Kelly, and their teacher, Louis, after reading the novel.
I loved reading about the transatlantic telegraph cable. It's amazing to think that people were so skeptical about its possibility.
Yes, it's a great example of how human ingenuity and perseverance can overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges, and it paved the way for global communication as we know it today.
I love how Dr. Morse and his team didn't give up when the initial cable failed. It just goes to show that even in failure, there's always an opportunity to learn and improve. Like in my writing, I've had plenty of times where my ideas didn't work out as planned. But it's all part of the process.
I think what really got me was how the transatlantic telegraph connected people across different cultures and countries. It shows that even with our differences, we can still find common ground and communicate with each other in meaningful ways, like how I always try to do with my friends when we're debating or discussing something.
That's so true, and it's not just about communication, but also about building relationships and trust, just like how Dr. Morse and his team worked together as a team to achieve their goal. We can all learn from that.
Well said, Billy. Teamwork and collaboration are essential in any pursuit, whether it's scientific innovation or personal growth, and I think that's what makes this story so inspiring.
I love how the novel shows that even with all our differences, we can still come together and achieve great things. It's a really powerful message, especially for young people like us who are just starting to find our place in the world.
Now, let's test your understanding of the novel and the dialogue with 5 questions. Question 1. Who led the team to construct the transatlantic telegraph cable? A. Dr. Samuel Morse. B. Alexander Graham Bell. C. Thomas Edison. D. Guglielmo Marconi. E. Elisha Gray. The answer is A. Dr. Samuel Morse. Question 2. How many miles did the transatlantic telegraph cable stretch across the Atlantic Ocean? A. 10 miles. B. 20 miles. C. 30 miles. D. 40 miles. E. 50 miles. The answer is B. 20 miles. Question 3. Why did the initial transatlantic telegraph cable fail? A. Poor design. B. Insufficient funding. C. Inadequate insulation. D. Technical difficulties. E. Human error. The answer is C. Inadequate insulation. Question 4. What was the significant impact of the transatlantic telegraph on people's lives? A. It increased global trade and commerce. B. It improved communication between Europe and America. C. It led to the discovery of new lands. D. It changed the way people thought about distance and time. E. It had no significant impact. The answer is B. It improved communication between Europe and America. Question 5. What did Dr. Morse and his team do when the initial cable failed? A. They gave up on the project. B. They repaired and improved the design. C. They started working on a new project. D. They ignored the failure and continued with the original plan. E. They were not affected by the failure. The answer is B. They repaired and improved the design. That's it for today's quiz. How many did you answer correctly? Thanks for tuning into my channel today. I hope you enjoyed the stories and conversations and found the quiz challenging yet fun. Don't forget to subscribe or follow us for more daily English learning content. Until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day.